Frauke Christ, KU Leuven. Lessons learnt. HIV points the way towards precision treatment of mixed lineage leukemia.
That was too quick. HIV needs to rely on cellular proteins to establish infection, and in the early 2000s we identified LEDGF P75 as a molecular tether of the pre-integration complex to the chromatin and therefore needed for infection. We could show that by depletion of LEDGF or overexpression of a mutant which cannot bind to DNA anymore, we don't observe any HIV replication anymore. Therefore, we teamed up with CD3, the team you have met before, to embark on a rational design. And we developed LEGENDs which inhibit the interaction, which are potent antivirals and are now in clinical development. Can I have the next slide? And the next. While doing this work, there was a paper published linking LEDGF to MLL. MLL is mixed lineage leukemia, which is a very severe form of leukemia prevalent in children and with extremely low survival rates. We could show that LEDGF interacts with many different cellular proteins, including MLL and HIV via the same interaction domain, and tethering these to the chromatin via recognition of methylation marks on histones. This is true for both the physiological MLL, but also the MLL fusions. Next. In the healthy condition, this leads to a tethering during embryogenesis and Hox gene expression. Yet, when MLL is fused to one of its 90 fusion partners, the interaction with LEDGF is maintained. And then we produce a super elongation complex which indiscriminately activates many different promoters and therefore leads to leukemia. We reasoned, as we had so much experience on LEDGF in both drug discovery but also in its cellular functions, that if we could combine this with expertise on leukemia, we could use our knowledge in order to develop precision treatment for leukemia. Therefore, we used our target validation tools we had established for LEDGF in disease, and unfortunately I cannot go into detail, in leukemic cells, in MLL fusion cells, and could show that indeed by disrupting LEDGF MLL, we impair clonogenic growth, and if we overexpress our DNA binding mutant, we have an increased latency in the mouse model. We then did a long effort on assay development, and we performed a high-throughput screen of more than 70,000 compounds, and we identified compounds which had the same phenotype in MLL cells. Last slide, please. This work is only possible with a lot of different experts around the table, and I would like to thank our team next to the medicinal chemists and the structural biologists.